a tarot reading. I will be using I and you interchangeably. So um, I am coming from this place of most of my readings will basically be from my experience. Um, and I want to keep that very clear through my language because I don't want it to seem like I'm telling you this is your situation, you know, like this is your truth. Uh, I've been finding these very helpful. I've been, I've kind of improved my confidence over the past few years that now I can finally just feel comfortable enough to read. Uh, Before my anxiety was so bad that I was just like, I couldn't really, I didn't have trust in my intuition. But recently I've just been very keen on dedicating my life to my intuition. So it has meant that I needed to take leaps of faith, of leaving people behind, of um, um, okay, I'm not really meant to share much about that. Let's see. I want something different because I've been just kind of going with the same themes, and I want, yes, I want a new beginning. I want to approach that more. Previous videos have just been um linking back to a current event that occurred in my life, and I need something different. Yeah, I think intuition really aligns well with desires and passions. I think they come from a similar flow state. Um, right. I love that I was like, I want a new beginning, and it's really hard for me to quite read it because it's been kind of hinted at um, in other videos, but I'm just looking at my cards and I'm just like, what? What's the up? Like, what I like? We we are figuring this in real time. Um, so I think it's a bit interesting that that's there. There's a lot of desires. There's a lot of passion. It's not only a beginning in your emotions, it's in your desires. It's like take that staff and walk down that path. This is where you want to be, kind of your internal desires is what guides you in the world, rather than the world is what guides your desires. I love how the people in the background aren't really in the focus. You are. There could possibly be people who are like booing you, but you are cheering for yourself. You are worthy of recognition from within. You're kind of looking at the things that you've grown and just, I think it's because it's not exactly how you pictured it. Like, say you imagine to be um, kind of at a certain stage, like at the start of the year, you're like, okay, you have these people around, you have these environments, and you're like, okay, it's going to take me there and this and that. And we will make memories together and it won't stop and it will just only grow, and you kind of reach this point where you have done a lot of things have been going really well for you, but it's just, I didn't think it'd be this way. You thought that those people would still be around. You thought you would be with someone that you had then, the start, I guess. Or um like for me, I kind of left my acting. Um, it was like an imperfect. It was just a course. It was fun. I really enjoyed it, but I don't know. I just I don't know why this is overwhelming me. I want more on the Seven of Cups. Sure. Um, Shitami. Prestige. Sorry, my family members. Yeah. Anyway. Uh, so eternal conflict. Let's see. There's something here. I'm just. as you're kind of still in this bit of confusion and trying to see illusions that have been kind of created by different beliefs and desires of others alongside an actual conflict. Um, you want to stand your ground while also kind of keeping yourself to yourself. In the Quaker meetings, I think I'm pronouncing this wrong, but it's like, if you don't know it, because I didn't know it till recently, um, it's kind of sitting in silence, um, with people for like an hour and a bit. I'm not actually sure for how long, because when I went there, it didn't really have the clock. It was like a sound clock. It was called an hourglass. That's what it's called. And um, you, I don't know if I believe this to be true. I never say that I fully believe in something, because there's always just a chance of it not being true. So I'm just like, I don't know. I'd like to believe this is true, but who am I to say? Um, but yeah, I have been kind of, I don't know. I lean more towards the, you could be sitting in that space, and some of these wands are not yours. Like if you're sitting in the way that it's kind of with the crown chakra, like it's, I feel like we're all really able to feel each other's thoughts, um and you know someone having a thought, that doesn't mean that that's what they believe. It's just that's the energy that they're in that moment. um but it having them come from everywhere, like from here, from there, from this desire of you wanting to like keep yourself out and protect yourself, and what you have to offer um in anything really. um and it's about just like letting it flow and just truly connecting with that inner light within you, that inner desire, because that's what's going to help you see the ace of cups within this. um you're stressed out of your mind. You have all of these things kind of around you, and y instead of rushing yourself to make a choice, you should let that choice come to you when it's ready. Because it's like in those meetings, you kind of sit and you let all of these things go by, and it's just everyone has their own um internal battle, until like conflicts, all of these kind of going around, and at times they fail to say something, and it could land with you, it could, but it could just not, and you just go about in your silence, and you will feel called to go towards that Ace of Cups. You have it within your intuition, you have it within your subconscious of where you want to go, of what you want. And you need a little bit of a patience to know your desires. Um, if you're like me and you're very sensitive to the outer energies, it's very easy to forget what you want. It's easy to lose the plot a little bit. I think following that kind of path of being in silence and letting things flow, and when that kind of, I can't even remember, it's because I this is the second video I'm filming right after. There was, if there was an ace of wand staffs here, then you will know when to reach for one of these. It's not yet time. These needs to be cleared out. And it makes so much sense because I've been struggling with reading. So I'm just like, what are the answers? Tell me everything right now. You will know when the time comes. I hope that I'd never miss anything that's meant for me, and I've heard many times that you never do. So let's have a grounding thing. Say what can ground you through this silence, through this stagnant energy. Something to keep within your heart. Wee. The answers you seek are already on the way. Keep your eyes open. I think that's lovely. I really love the imagery of these oracles. They're just so beautiful. I hope that little bit of silence was grounding rather than uncomfortable. But yeah, that's it. Have fun now.